And finally, I don't know if you heard his podcast, but Gary Lineker had a word to describe England's performance in his podcast. Do you think it's helpful for somebody like him to describe it as shit on the eve of such a big game, particularly when you're top of the group with 4 points? And do you think maybe you should stick to flogging crisps?
No, look, I think it's always, I'd never want to be disrespectful to any player, especially, a player who's worn the shirt and knows what it's like to play for England. But, of course, I think what maybe ex-players or ex-players who are pundits now have got to realise is that it's very hard not to listen to it now, especially for some players who are not used to it or some players who are new to the environment. So, I always feel like they have a responsibility. I know they've got to be honest and give their opinion, but also they have a responsibility of being an ex-player, an ex-England player that a lot of players looked up to, that, people do care about what they say and people do listen to them. So, like I touched on, everyone's got their opinion, but the bottom line is we haven't won nothing as a nation for a long, long time. And, a lot of these players were part of that as well, and they know how tough it is. So it's not digging anyone out, but it's just the reality that, they do know that it's tough to play in these major tournaments and tough to play for England. But, look, I'd never disrespect any ex-player. All I'd say is just, remember what it was like to wear the shirt and that their words are listened to. And some of the lads, or I don't know how many of the lads, but, you do hear it. And we all want to win a major tournament. I'm sure they want us to win a major tournament. And, being as helpful as they can and building the lads up with confidence would be a much better way of going about it.